Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Sorry it took me so long to get here. So sorry. Normally I want to do this a lot earlier, but today it just ran a little longer than expected. So hopefully today I will start seeing your comments coming up soon. But last time something happened and I didn't see too many comments until later. There we are. What's up, CB? How you doing, brother? Brandon Sanders, what's up? How you doing from Ocala? Awesome to see you. We always love coming to Ocala. A good friend of mine, Kevin Sona, he has a lot of good things going on up there, and I'm glad to see you guys. And basically, I'm going to get into this. I'm sorry, as you can see, I'm still in this neck and this noose thing, and I was out getting signatures for to get on the ballot for this upcoming election. In 2020, I'm hoping, long as I get all the signatures I need, I will be on the ballot, and then hopefully I will get elected. And if y'all didn't really think it was serious, I was wearing this in 90-degree heat down here in South Florida, down where I'm living. So I just want to let you know that there's a lot of things that are going on politically, you want to name it, with our gun rights, and it's gone to this extent. But if you haven't heard, Donald Trump, I guess he's trying to calm down about his gun control stuff, and even for me, I can see through the bullshit. Um, and even for me, I just I want to be real with the people and saying, hey, this is who I am. This is what I'm about to do. This is what my goal is, and not bend from it. And I've seen video after video. I saw Trump in Texas. I saw all these great gun states that we have, and I saw what Trump said then, and now we're seeing him now, and now he wants to be like, oh well, it's just hypothetical or whatever he said. He kind of tried to recant it, and that's the one thing that I don't want to be. If there's something that I have issues with guns, I would be forthcoming about it. But at this point, there are too many gun control laws that how could I inflict any other gun control measure other than giving to the gun community? If you can't give something after they've taken and taken and taken, then what are we left with? You're left with a bunch of politicians that are just juggling all our rights with some votes. And that's why you see me in this getup. I'm sorry. I am trying to do the right thing for not just Florida. I mean, if I could do it as a president, I would. But I'm going to start here in Florida and make a difference. And that's my end goal. So today is really a politician kind of gun talk. Yeah, Mr. Madison, James Madison, he's here. If you haven't been to his channel, get on him. He just started getting back out there, getting his feet wet. And even today, I was through most of my political stuff I've done, I have not carried a firearm openly. Well, today was that day, and I've got a video, and it's an amazing video, and I can't say thank you enough to Fort Pierce. Fort Pierce is amazing. If you were worried about you going out fishing at the Fort Pierce Jetty, specifically the Fort Pierce Jetty, I go there a lot. I was there today. The police showed up. Yep. Oh, I'm getting bites. I almost had a fish, and Mr. Madison, I almost had a fish, so don't give me any crap. But anyway, the police showed up. They were all there. The interaction lasted 2 minutes. I think the time lapse from what I saw was 2 minutes. Hello. Didn't even ask my name. Oh, you're fishing? Yep. Having a good time. I was talking to a lady and telling her about the same thing and why I'm running for politician. And she basically, she couldn't believe it, and the police showed up, and she was just like, yeah, and that affirmed it. And I had many interactions today. More people were curious about what I was doing out there in a suit and a rifle. That was the most amazing thing to most of these people that were out there today, is that there was a guy in this getup saying, hey, my name is Mike Taylor. I'm trying to run for politician. I just need signatures. I met so many people that were either from out of state, Indian River, like a couple, like one county over, just like a couple, 20 miles, and they could vote for me. And it was just so frustrating to meet so many people that were like, yeah, I agree, our gun rights are in jeopardy. And they had no issues. Nobody that today ran for their lives. There were more questions about why I was doing it. And it really is truly amazing what, how I'm trying to, what these videos, I mean, I had people saying, hey, I know who you are. I saw that flag. And I was like, that couldn't be him. And I had to stop. And, next thing you know, they're like, hey, Soloyecker. And I'm like, hey, what's up? They're like, I see all your videos. That's the knowledge that I've been trying to get through to all Floridians, whichever way they come from. And it's amazing to see how, I wish they would put one video out in their favorite little spot where nobody would bother them. There's nobody there. And, just to see somebody else just saying, hey, I'm just open carrying, sitting on my front porch. I've got a little pond in my backyard, saying I'm open carrying today, and I'm just chilling. I wish I would see more of it, but just to let people know that it's a lawful right is amazing. And even for me as a politician, call it constitutional carry is what I'm reaching for. If just a way to carry without restrictions from the government. I don't need restrictions from the government anymore. No more restrictions. So, I'm gonna hop up in here. We're gonna get into some chat. We see Crystal River, Dennis, Eggleston. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, bud, but he's out. I love Crystal River. The scallops there are amazing. Butter and garlic all day long. Those things are amazing. We've got Sam Pamley. You can go to. You let me know, and Mr. Madison would love to go to any part of that and see if they really want to arrest somebody for being part of the media. First Amendment rights are very prevalent in my life too. So, same thing with all the videos that I do is still a First Amendment protected right. Yeah, in Illinois, Mr. Rass or Harass, open carry firearms, dude, that would be really kind of sketchy. Yeah, Illinois is very dangerous. Freedom Inc. You already have the right to carry without restrictions. If you choose to follow the unconstitutional restrictions, you're part of the problem. As long as you follow these laws, they will make past them. As long as you follow these laws, they will make past them. Yeah, I know how the Constitution was written, and unfortunately, when you look at I think it's the Florida Constitution, Chapter 1, Article 8, which pertains to firearms. They basically can say it's everything about the Constitution, except for the state has the right to tell you how to carry. And unfortunately, we cannot, until we get good politicians in the right places to fight against these, we cannot, nothing will change. We will only lose our rights if we do, if there's nobody there to fight against these politicians. I mean, Florida carry can only do so much, but they need a politician. They need politicians that are for the Second Amendment, that will back Florida carry has an idea. This politician will believe in that idea and try to pass that legislation. Without those legislators, you've got nothing. You can sit at every county hall meeting and scream to your eyeballs bleed, but until you have somebody that believes in everything that we want to do, where it's either open carry or I'm just going to say constitutional carry. I don't care how you carry. It's not about open carry. It's not about concealed carry. You carry how you feel to carry today. Um, I know we've been ranting. I always want to bring it back to Trump. Who believes in Trump? Do we believe that Trump is actually going to be making the right decisions? Is he really trying to say, all right, the red flag law, we're going to try to calm it down? Me personally, I don't believe it. I know he's trying to get in office, but he just realized how many gun owners he pissed off throughout the United States, and he needs these people. He needs Florida. One of the states he needs is Florida. And I'm not going to butcher your name, but yeah, Trump is not 2A friendly. I've supported just about every president. I mean, I still do. Every president, support him. I might not believe in him, but where he was and where he's at, I just don't believe it. Froggy Master says, yeah, fuck truck front. Yeah. It's, and that's where it's going. I want to believe that this guy wants to do the right thing, but he's done so many things that are not 2A friendly. And I'm starting to realize this. I've seen numerous things that are really trying to change my mind, but I also say, who are we left with? Who are we really left about talking with? So we're really torn, and that's where our country's at. I mean, we could be like a couple other states where you have such a Antifa presence, which I'm glad Florida doesn't, but we don't have. Why are they trying to mess with something that is part of Florida? Florida is hunting, fishing, camping. We're about our guns. We love our guns here. And for him to try to pass these laws, and he needs Florida to get into, he's not going to win that way. Same thing with Texas. Same thing with probably about 30 other states. You start messing with our Second Amendment, and it's hard to believe a politician when they've gone that route. I want to be held accountable for the things that I would do, and for the most part, I want to open that door saying, hey, it's your right to carry whatever you want, however you want, whenever you want. We'll deal with the gun. Like, for me to really look at removing gun-free zones, which is an idea, that one is going to be such a hard thing to fight, and I will fight that one. I don't believe we should have gun-free zones, but to get through that with all legislation throughout Florida, especially South Florida, through all the stuff they've been through, it's going to be that's a hard one to believe. And we do have red flag laws, and even for me, I open carry constantly, every day. Not every day. I won't say every day, but I open carry, and I can open carry a rifle. It's the smallest caliber of rifle, but they see is that scary gun. They see that their so-called A rifle, and I'm demonized. But today, as I was open carrying a rifle while I was just like this, and I had a police interaction, and it lasted all of 2 minutes. It was, oh, this gentleman's fishing. I don't know if it was the suit, but wearing a suit and tie, I don't know if that made a difference. But at the same time, I was out there expressing a right. He understood the law, and it lasted 2 minutes, right in front of just a normal lady. And you'll see that video. I'll put that all together. I still got to put together the Port Canaveral open carry gathering we just had. I've been really busy working late nights. I gotta get up really early tomorrow. I've got the little interaction. I probably post that one and then the other one. So just so you can see how quick the interaction was and how simple it was and how it should be. And that's why I really commend Fort Pierce. Fort Pierce, if they could get an A+ rating for their officers knowing the law about open carry while you're fishing, hunting, and camping, they get an A+ rating. Huge. And something, Kristen Sandoval, I wish I could run for president. If it was a possibility, maybe in time, but it's just I'm such a small guy in a small world that believes in the right things, and I think a lot of our politicians have just been they get a lot of outside influences, which I'm probably going to be the same way, but I'm going to be getting outside influences from constitutionalists, from people that believe in not only just your First Amendment, not only your Second, you name it, and they believe in it. And that's what I want to believe in. I believe in our country that was founded on principles that were you can't go against what was already set forth that made America great. That's what made us different than all the rest. We are so welcoming to so many, and all you have to do is follow these simple rights and everything should be fine. But for some reason, we've got politicians that just don't believe the same things that were written, or they're getting outside influences like Moms Demand Action, March of Our Lives. And that's why I would say Ashley Moody, our Attorney General, Ron DeSantis, the same thing. These guys believe in our Constitution. They believe in our Second Amendment. They believe in all of our rights. They've either fought or they're in the court system where they're defending people's civil rights. These are the people in office because it's not left, it's not right. They don't care about black. It's not none of it. It's about if you are following the law and there's politicians or counties or whoever that want to break that law, we hold them accountable. So, Chuck Miller, thank you so much, dude. Yeah. No compromise. Arm everyone who's willing to carry, and mass shootings will stop. Absolutely. I believe that tenfold. It's something that is just something, an armed populace, and once again, if as a politician, if I do get elected, I promise I will reach for taking away gun-free zones. There's certain spots that won't be, but it's hard. Like, I want to say that if you take away a gun-free zone sign at a school and nobody knows that there's somebody in there with a firearm, maybe we stop one, maybe we stop 2 mass shootings at a school, and then we start looking at other issues. I mean, there are more issues than just gun-free zones. It just happens to be 90% of them or more. 90. I think the last statistic was like 96%. 96% are in these gun-free zones. So, yeah. There's things I do like about Trump. I won't say there's not, but right now Trump is flip-flopping, and we always talk about rhinos, and I'm really not trying to categorize it. He has done good, but he's dabbling into something that we don't need. So, yeah. So when I was, like I said, I was out getting signatures at Fort Pierce and met a lot of people. And this one couple, they were eating lunch, and I just walked up, and I was already kind of halfway there, and I went to go arm myself, and they were like, "Oh, you kind of scared us," and I was like, "Oh, don't worry about me. I'm just fishing," and talk with them, and it's amazing how everybody's worried about the wild, wild west. And I think I won't speak for Texas, but I know when I spoke to CJ, they said it was everybody was worried about this mass hysteria. Everybody it was going to be like a gun free for all. Everybody's going to shoot each other, and that's not how it worked. He said it was more like people got to express their rights anytime they wanted. And most people, like even for me, it's not that I want to carry a rifle all the time, but we have to show people that the rifle isn't the issue. You know, it's something that if we can undemonize the firearm, that's what it's about for me. Because they've vilified and demonized anybody that carries the so-called A rifle. Um, we then that's what they're going for. Basically, they've been going after it for almost a year and a half or a year and change ever since Parkland. That is the one specific rifle they're going after. They're not going after any other. Now it's just been. Look, we can't just say one. We got to say them all, and that's the problem. Is that we're willing. They're willing to wrap all these rifles, whether they're hunting rifles or not, into one, and we have to have politicians that will fight back against it. And I'm hoping to fight back against it. And I need all your support. I mean, if you know somebody that lives in the St. Lucie or the Fort Pierce area, you should tell them about me. Tell them get into my videos. Tell them about this video, and let them know that there's somebody that's 2A, that's supportive 2A all day, and I will fight. I continue to fight. And It's not that I'm not scared to go out and open carry. It's just even now, open carrying is almost like people look at you, and then even citizens that don't understand the law, I have to be worried about now, because there's people that want to do the right thing. They think just the sight of a rifle is going to be something that oh, this guy's about to do something, when you're only out there expressing a right. And that's what I want to express, is just the right, saying, hey, I'm not going to hurt anybody as long as they don't try to hurt me. And that's the weird question is, are you going to shoot the fish? I'm like, I would never shoot the fish unless that fish can jump out and eat me. I'm not shooting anything unless somebody tries to hurt me or my family or you. I can protect those, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna get back into some of this good stuff. I just want to thank you guys. I can't say thank you enough. This channel is, from what it was to where it is and where it's going, I can't say thank you enough. It's just amazing what you guys have done for me. Like, I mean, it's not like I'm making millions. I'm not making, but all the videos that I do and you watch, I appreciate it, because every penny does actually help. It helped me go out today. It helps me put on this suit and actually print out the paper that I have going on. There's things that all this money helps with. So I appreciate all that. I appreciate all you guys. It means a huge amount to me. So let's see. We got Froggy Master, and it's demonized by the MSM and public adjudication system. Yeah, it's all of it, man. CNN, all of them, almost all media. I won't say Fox, but even Fox has some kind of. It's not like they have an agenda like CNN. but they do have an agenda. Mr. Rass says in the 90s, the Clintons and Democrats went after pistols in the same way. Democrats go after rifles today. They all do. And for me, I put a Republican sign on myself, and I know why I did. There was a lot of other things that were incorporated in the Republican side that I believed in. But, if we could put a C, like a constitutionalist, if that was like I don't know if that, for me, I don't know. Once again, I know there's a libertarian, there's a Democrat, there's a Republican, there's a couple others, but I really wanted people to take notice because I think that I promote a message to people that, for the most part, I'm a genuine guy that really wants to do the right thing for people, not just for myself, for others. If I see something that's wrong, I usually say, hey, this is not right, and I do that for not just myself, and I may not post it, but I do say that in a lot of aspects of life. So I always try to stick up for the people that may not see it or may not understand it. So, ARs are for kids. Get a real gun. Get an AK. And there's always the AK versus AR guy, and the AR actually comes in I think it's the AR-47, which same thing, 7.62 all day long, and it's just in a AR style platform, but they are going after all rifles. It doesn't matter which one it is. And that's what I'm trying to do, is make a difference to stop that. If we don't have somebody that's going to be willing to throw in something that's actually legitimately constitutional, that is like, hey, look, we have to open rights for certain people. If it means just a start where every person that has a concealed weapons license has the right to open carry anything they want at any point they want, hey, I'll start there. I don't care. A start is a start. Let's just get the door open for people to carry how they want. Because once again, the people that already have their concealed weapons license, they've been concealing, so that they're not going to care. But if they want to open carry, or those concealed people that, they're like, yeah, I can walk around my property, I'd rather just open carry or do whatever. I don't care. We should open that right up, and that's what I'm trying to get to, is a lot more freedoms for the ones that are responsible. Criminals will be criminals. They don't care. At the end of the day, it's just frustrating to hear all these politicians just juggle our Second Amendment rights like it's just willy-nilly. Yeah, Trump apparently has changed his position. The assault on the Second Amendment is over. I will sign national reciprocity, blah, 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 blah. And I'm not trying to cut you off, but that's, and I've heard the same thing. I mean, you look at article to article, even CNN covered it. I mean, all of them, everybody covered it as he was saying, oh, well, I'm getting all this backlash from all these 2A companies, not just, I don't know about the NRA, but I can guarantee there was about 10 others. 10, I know of 10. And I'll tell you, there's people, that's going to be his hardest sell, is trying to really convince the people now, that even if he does get reelected, what are you going to do after? And if, and once again, I don't want to see, we always talk about this hypothetical civil war, and, I hope, where's it going to go? Like, if it goes down a rabbit hole that is that, you can't even, I don't even want to talk about hypotheticals, because they're all like, they're bad. Every one of them are bad, that end up bad. If it's all a lie and it's just all a big bunch of BS, that's the scary part. So, no, so, yeah. But yeah. But to say to all you guys, I thank you. And I know all you guys are probably in the same boat. I mean, most of you guys, you might supported him at one point, or you were like, yeah, I'm on the fence, and he does something like this. it really does change a lot of people's minds. It does, even for me. I was a supporter. And still am. I support, even like I voted for Barack. I mean, look, guys, my name's Barack Obama. I want your I want your vote, Barack Obama. But anyway, I've gotten that. I don't care. I mean, at least I'm being recognized as a president. I'm the Republican side. I'm the pro side of Obama. I want to. You want free schooling? Make sure you're getting good grades. How about that? So you get something in reward for being a good student. Now, I'm saying not for everybody, but I'm just saying, wouldn't that be a good situation? You get straight A's. Oh, let's send you to a good college because you obviously want to be in school. That's a good option. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm just hypothetical. I'm not 100% on that. I have to look into. That's a whole lot of money. I can't give away free school for everybody, but let's see if the logistics are there and I can offer that to where you do good in school and you get good grades. Let's start offering those children friggin' better, some schooling in Florida. Hey, you want to go to your state college in your town? That's feasible, I think. But hey, vote for Mike Taylor. Soliaker 2020. Yeah. Hemi Power says, the day of guns are gone. Country and its people will be weaker. Yeah. If they really try to restrict our firearms, and for most law-abiding citizens, you know, me personally, I think I'm gonna go sink. I would go sink I'd sink every firearm I could that I could, or you just hide them or whatever. Good luck finding them, because when I need them, I'm gonna need them. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving them up at all. I won't give them up. They can come for them, but they ain't here. They're already somewhere buried on my island. Chuck Miller says the key is Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr. They are not FUDs. They have many ARs and 50 cals. Trump is hearing them. It's whether he listens to. Yeah, Trump is a deal maker, and that's is what I'm worried about. Yeah, no, there's a lot of things that are going on with Trump, and I want. I once again, that was kind of why it happened how it happened. Why I think he got, because he wasn't like the politicians, but he is from New York, very gun control state. He's not used to the freedom of firearms like most of us. Like in Florida, they're pretty lax about laws. I mean, other than open carry, we don't have an open carry law, but I mean, your freedoms to carry, how you carry your firearm in your vehicle, still pretty lax. Most of the time, handguns, just put them in your glove compartment. Rifles, that one's debatable. I just say carry it in your box, but I've heard of other stories different than that where they can just carry them. I'm not going to talk about it because I'm not 100%. But there's other ways to carry a rifle in your car. Yeah, we need beyond national reciprocity. That's why constitutional carry is crucial. Like if I was to go from here to Arizona, I don't have to worry. For the most part, I can carry my firearm as long as I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm not a felon. I'm good. And I was actually born on Air Force Base, but I traveled around a lot. But I landed in Florida. That's where I call home. And I've lived in Florida since, just one of those states that's so different than all other states. It's not like any other state I've ever been to. You can say California, but even California, they don't have what we have. And it's a blessing to be here in Florida still. My next guess is going to be like Texas or Tennessee. I just have to go somewhere where, Texas still offers me the ocean. Tennessee offers me a lot of hiding spots. I mean, even Texas has a lot of hiding spots. Don't get me twisted. There's a lot of good friends I got out in Texas too. CJ and David from Open Carry, Texas. I definitely would come running, and I would be shoulder to shoulder with those guys all day, all day. So I know if things get really sideways, um, I'm not willing to give them up because it's just not the way it's going to go down. Not now. Not that I'm trying to fight. If I can get elected, trust me, man. Trust me, everybody, men and women. I will fight for every one of you in Florida, not just here in my county. I'll fight for the county and my state. So, yeah, Trump was a Democrat his whole life. It's crazy, and most people don't even know about that one. And I don't even know how that changed. Something happened along the line, and he even for me, my family. Oh man, I'm gonna try to I'm gonna try to pull this up real quick. But yeah, my parents, they were Democrat, and I've grown up Democrat my whole life, and I've only probably been voting for the last, geez, uh, I'd say maybe, and most people don't realize how old I am, but yeah, I'm kind of old, not that old. All right, now let me see here. All right, I'm gonna show you a photo real quick. Come on. What's going on here? Oh, I know. That's it. All right. My parents are very Democrat. And if you can see, I don't know, hold on. I don't think you can hear me, but if you can see this right here, that's why at my parents' house. It's a gun-free zone sign. And they really don't like me, don't like me doing a lot of things that I do. And I told them, I was like, Dad, Mom, I was like, your party is so divided on so many things that nobody knows who to vote for. There's over 23 of them, and nobody knows who to vote for. So I was like, you're stuck with nothing. And I was like, at least I'm trying to make a difference here in Florida. But you're carrying guns. I'm like, yeah. It's like guns are part of Florida. It's just the way it is. Yeah. All right. Free to me, no problem, buddy. As I run into problems, like I said, I've got prior to all the stuff that happened. I hate saying them. Texas, Ohio. I had a few just solo missions that I had planned, and some. If you want them, you got them. I have no problem with the First Amendment. I'll go in. I'll make sure. And for me, I was never that First Amendment guy until I really met James Madison Audits, Rogue Nation. If you don't know about Rogue Nation, get on his channel. Awesome guy. He's straight out of Florida. He bounces around everywhere. I believe he's actually going to Pompano. So you should probably see some really cool First Amendment stuff going on in Pompano Beach if you're aware of that from the area. But I was never that really First Amendment guy. But ever since I've started doing the Second Amendment stuff, it's almost necessary. And I've even from like the FOIA request that I've requested, I've actually had to go through the same processes of getting information from them. They at first they kind of shrug it off, and then it's like, hey, look, when you show up with a camera, it's a whole different story. Things happen a little faster because they don't want that. They don't want to be looked at like they've been waiting on giving information because it's against the law. So Yeah, so I'll get that. I'll get that to you, Freedom Inc. Let's see here. We got Froggy Master. Remember when it wasn't for the NRA, we wouldn't have the background check system? There's a lot of things that I didn't even realize, but even beyond just the red flag laws and all that, there were a couple things that they were part of just to kind of give, and I think that was half of it is that they were giving, but there was only a lot of states got some backing from them. Like I personally called, like after my Miami incident, I called the NRA and said, "Hey, this happened to me. Is there a lawyer I could talk to?" And they kind of were like, open carry, da, 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 it's a vague law," and they kind of shrugged it off like it was nothing. And I was just like, "Are you kidding me?" I was like, I thought, and I was a NRA member, like, it was only for a year, but it kind of shocked me that they were that blatant in not having that much respect for anybody that was open carrying. And even if it was lawful or not, vague or not, if it's in the law, it's in the law. It's not vague when it's written in black and white in the Florida statute. So the wicked truth, the sheeply are unable to understand this. Trump is the most dangerous elected official in history, and he's done more about gun control in like the 3 years pushing than Obama did and presidents before him. And that's what the scary part is. And that's why I say how much truth is behind what he recanted, what he's like, oh, well, I'm rethinking it. And, he's looking at losing millions, like millions upon millions of votes if he goes down that. And once again, I always say it's the lesser of two evils, but it's a scary idea to even fathom that he could say, all right, I'm not going to do it, and then get reelected and do it. I mean, how many politicians have we seen that happen? But it's better than I always say it's better than the Democratic, but we're all like, if I could run for president, I would. Mike Taylor, 2020, I'm your president. I wish I could say that. And if I could, I know the few thousand, the 10,000 or whatever, if they were really behind the Second Amendment, you would vote for me just because of the Second Amendment. I'd be like, yeah, every state, constitutional carry. I don't care. First law I sign in the bill, constitutional carry. Don't care. If they're a law-abiding citizen, done. And that's what I would do. But unfortunately, I don't have enough because there's more to just the Second Amendment for every politician. There's financings. There's where's this money coming from? Where's that bridge getting built? How are we going to build it? I've got to be able to juggle all that too. And it's not the hard part. I've ran kitchens, so it's not like it's the same, but you get a budget. Here's how much money you have, and this is what you have to do with it. And there's other ways to raise more money and do other things to get more money to help go through that process. But, I want to defend our Constitution first and foremost. And that takes nothing. That's just writing a bill. To get extra funding from the government, from the White House to Florida, that's trying to pass legislation that's going to take time, and that's going to take the right words on why I need the money. And that takes time. The Constitution is not hard for me to say, hey, you're violating this one. No, that one's not going to ever pass. But let's get to it. Yeah, they're trying to do mag limits. Oh yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. I can't say that enough, man. So what do we got? Oh, if you haven't heard, I'm giving away a free firearm. It's going to be amazing. You should check out my channel. That free firearm's coming up in December. It's going to be just before Christmas. That's going to be an amazing time. It's going to be It's going to be the Smith & Wesson MP 940 or 45, or I think it's the Smith & Wesson 9, 40, and 45. Either one. The difference between the two, one's got more concealability, the other one has higher round capacity. But I'm making a video at the beginning of September to talk more about that video, and so that you know that it's legit. I'll probably be putting the money down for the firearm, so that when I go to pick up the firearm, I just send it out to you. So, free firearm. You just gotta like, share, and subscribe to that channel, and share that video and all that good stuff. There's an open carry thing happening in September down in Boynton Beach, and then I've got one in Daytona Beach. And if you haven't heard about that one, Daytona Beach is going to be amazing. It's during Bike Week, or Biketoberfest. Biketoberfest is going to be amazing. If you've never been to a Biketoberfest, a couple thousand, tens of thousands of bikes. We're going to be fishing on a pier right there in Daytona Beach, right on the beach. Yeah, how much? It doesn't get much better than that. It's almost like going to Miami, but just way north, and not that clean of water. The water's not that blue, but still a good time. So you should check it out. Yeah. The gun-free zone, that one's gonna be the hardest one. Like, I want to do that. As much as I want to say, hey, it's gonna be like, oh, first thing I'm doing. No, that one's gonna be that's the toughest sell, because they really think that it works, and that's gonna be the issue with most politicians. The lady that I'm running against, she's part of a school district. She's been part of the school district for most of her life. So for me to try to convince the people that have already elected her that we don't need gun-free zones in schools is going to be a tough sell. Not that I won't try, but I don't think it's going to be on the high agenda. I think it's something that I may try to maybe get the idea out there and dabble in it. And if I can get, let's see how far it goes. I do believe that we do need to get rid of them. Don't think I don't. I just think right now it's going to be a tough sell. Too many things going on that are happening inside of schools. This thing's so friggin' hot. Jeez. All right. I think that's still allowed on YouTube. I can still drink beer. Anyway. Yeah, Darian, he's definitely not. He's not the biggest 2A supporter. I agree with most of you guys. I was a huge supporter. What's up, Douchebag News? How you doing? Glad you came in. Oh yeah, you guys are just amazing. Yeah. I wouldn't tell you how to vote. I just hope you vote for somebody that is very for the Constitution. That's all I can say. Oh, I know, baby. It's getting late. Yeah, my wife's coming over. She's trying to get my attention to say hey. Christian Sandoval, he says people didn't pay taxes before 1913, the Federal Banking Reserve deal, and we got by just fine. And there's a lot of things. Like I said, I don't know everything about everything. So any knowledge you have, it's always well learned. All I want to do is be able to support my family. If I was to be elected, all I want to do is make what I'm making. I'm not going to tell you what I'm making yet. I'll tell you what I'm making, but I'm not making a lot. I'm not making six figures. I'm a chef. 90% of the time, I'm a chef. I make not a lot. So it's, for me to do this is more me trying to actually work for the people, because I'm not looking to try to make millions. And I've somehow, some way, these politicians make millions. I don't want that. I don't want to be caught in some kind of bull stuff scandal. I just want to know that the people that when they said, oh, that guy Mike Taylor, that guy Soliaker, he actually stood up for the people. And that's all I ever want in life, is somebody to remember me for doing the right thing, not the wrong thing. It's so many people, you can hear the baseball scandals, the football scandals, the whatever kind of scandal. And I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be wrapped up in some kind of scandal, because the things I've done in my life, they're going to pull them up, pull them up. I don't care. It's no scandal. You know, I wasn't no angel, but I'm not a criminal. I'm not. I've only tried to do the right things. Sure, have I done things wrong? Sure. Have I gotten fights? Yeah, sure. But for the most part, I'm a good guy, and I'm trying to do the right things. And we're not. Most people, we've all done. We've probably all done something wrong in our lives. But is it something that demonizes us today as we've changed in our lives? And that's what I would tell people. Is like, I've changed. I'm not the same person I was when I was 18, and I'm 40. So it's hard to vilify somebody that's changed over 20, 30 years. So you always have to try to give people chances, even if they've made mistakes. Do I keep making the same mistakes? No, I don't make the same mistakes. I made one mistake, and hey, I didn't make that mistake, and I'll never do that mistake again. Because guess what? With mistakes, you end up going to jail and stuff. And I don't like jail. So don't get in fights. uh, yeah. Wise be the wicked. Never supported any government person. They all come from a lodge and all communist. And they some do come from that silver spoon family, and I didn't. I mean, if you could, I'm sitting out on my porch right now. I'm in like a little corner of my porch. Trust me, um, I live. I got plenty of neighbors, and I live in like a condo apartment area. I don't make a lot of money. I'm not a normal government official. I'm just a chef trying to make a difference. I got sick and tired of hearing all the bull crap that all the politicians were spewing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Christian Sandoval, I wish, man. It's a dream. Yeah, it'd be awesome, man. It's always a dream. To be honest, what else is going on? Um, I know I keep hearing about all the Democratic people. Um, uh, no, we can't talk about them. That gets people banned. We were gonna go political. 2A. Actually, I'm gonna try to look this up real quick. Has anybody heard any more information about the Missouri guy? Try to look it up real quick. Yeah, too many articles, man. Did any? Hey, okay. Hey, everybody, check this out. I am gonna do this. I've got a good friend of mine. His name's Cop350ZX. He's an awesome guy. And he was in that video that I posted was his video. I don't know why everybody thinks it was me, but it wasn't me. But it was his video. And this is the guy that had the cop up, and he was like, "Are you a veteran?" And I'm gonna put that link in, and you guys should check this video out. I couldn't believe this cop had the audacity to really say what he said and how he said it. Yeah, if this moves slow, I'm sorry. I'm getting to it. Don't worry. Oh, come on. Yeah, the audio's really bad. Hey, Cop 350ZX, put that link in there for everybody, so everybody can see that video with your captions. Yeah, I know my tie is too loose, man. Ha ha ha. But anyway, put that link in. Let everybody know about that video, because this guy was just completely blatantly rude. He was like, "Oh, you're not a veteran, so you don't even know what the flag means," and this and that, and going on. And I was just like, if that would have been me, like, I'm pretty nice. And the way this guy was just like, how are you so disrespectful for anybody that appreciates our country? Like, this guy was extremely rude, and it was just frustrating. Yeah. Yeah, Texas, Arizona is probably by far one of the best. And once again, I met these guys at the open carry gathering in Port Canaveral, and they were from Arizona. They traveled from Arizona, drove by car. They drove 4,400 miles just to come open carry in Florida. Like, I felt so bad having to leave, because these guys were like, they were just out there just trying to go fishing and saying, "Hey, we wanted to meet me." And I was like, "Whoa." And I'm just one guy. I'm not. I appreciate all you guys. I just never thought that somebody would ever come out like that. That would come from that far. It was amazing. Yeah. So what's up, James Doe? He's from Mexico. Lots of hiding spots and oceans on both sides. Yeah. Yeah, New Mexico. I've been there. My brother was born there. Like I said, I was an Air Force brat. Traveled around a lot. So Alaska's, uh, Alaska's too cold. I got to keep warm. I'm tropical. Like, dude, I hate. Look at this, man. I feel like a penguin. Like, small guy in a little suit. So, yeah. Yeah, no need for name calling, guys. It's a peaceful thing. We may think a little differently, but we're all the same. End of the day. Hemi Power, you're always awesome. Thank you so much. You're the best ever. I appreciate it. Eggman Eggs, yeah, buddy. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Yeah, buddy. And if you didn't know, I was out open carrying today. I was all my little politician, my little noose. But anyway, I was in my politician gear, and I was open carrying in Fort Pierce. Had a police interaction. That video's coming. I hope you're still here. And it lasted all of 2 minutes. So, and I can't commend Fort Pierce enough about it. Fort Pierce is awesome. They're really, really, really amazing about how knowledgeable and how they respond to somebody that is open carrying. So that's pretty awesome. Rambo Rob, what up, brother? How you doing? Everything is always good, man. Living the dream. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm not telling you to. I'm actually going to go back, wait a couple weeks. I've got shirts available now. I've got some merchandise. I'm not personally making them, but I'm going to try to get the price lowered, because I guess there's a way to adjust the price. And once again, I'd rather get the knowledge out there. And if we can get knowledge out there, and you want to contribute a couple bucks to my channel, like, not that you have to, I'm just saying, you want a shirt, at least you're getting a shirt out of it. I'll keep doing live videos. I'll keep open carrying. You keep watching. I'll still make a little here and there from you. But I do have shirts, and I've got one that's really cool. It's called Living the Dream. You should check it out. Living the Dream. It's in kind of like the Jamaican kind of Rastafari colors, the red, yellow, green. It says Living the Dream on the front, and then has the Florida statutes on the back. Pretty cool shirt. I've got mine on order. I think it's going to take like a week or something. I'm not sure. It's on its way. All I know is I ordered it. You should check it out if you guys want to get a shirt. But like I said, wait, because I'm actually going to try to lower the prices on most of them, so that they can that they're more. It's not that they were expensive. It was that after shipping, it was expensive, and I don't want you to pay an arm and a leg for for a shirt that just wants to get knowledge out there. So hopefully you want to get a shirt. Yeah, Froggy Master 77. Tell them how it is, man. And yeah, hey guys, just to let you know, this right here, this is my wifey, and she's telling me that's watches. It's a couple watches because I'm supposed to go to bed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't. And just like Rambo Rob says, don't argue, guys. I mean, I understand everybody's gone through different situations and different parts of war. I mean, you've got World War II vets, you've got, Afghanistan, you've got all of them. You've got so many people that have been in so many different wars, and they don't fight about. We just want to keep it cool, man. Chill. If not, crack a beer. I'm drinking Busch Light. That's what I drink because I can't afford really good beer. Balling on a budget. So, like I said, just keep it cool. Keep it cool, calm, and collective. Yeah, yeah. You guys stay on it, man. You guys are on it. Yeah, and I really can't believe the NRA. Everybody's falling apart in the NRA, and that's an unfortunate thing. And NRA was a huge part in a lot of gun legislation, good and bad. And the last thing that they kind of were involved with is the red flag laws, and they've buried themselves, I guess, in a way. So, you know, all we can do is say, hopefully, the NRA turns themselves around. They start looking within the organization to start really changing leadership and proving to the people that. All right. All right, guys. Sorry about that, man. Friggin' yeah, it happens. I think that's just something. It's just something that's saying time to go to bed. So yeah, no, I want to appreciate all you guys. I can't say that enough. I really can't. So hey, I'm gonna try to do this every Sunday around 7 o'clock. That's my goal. But today I was out doing the politician thing and blah 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 blah. And then like I said, I was out kind of fishing. So I thank all of you. I can't say thank you enough. And I'll be back. I promise next week, next Sunday, 7 o'clock. If not, I'm gonna try to get out a little message, let you know it's running a little late. But 7 o'clock is my goal every Sunday. That's right around the time, right around after I eat. Right when I get my belly full and I'm feeling good, and we can talk about what's going on. So, all right, guys. I can't say thank you enough. Thank you for all the donations, all of everything that you guys do for me. And all right, Mr. 350Z. Don't forget Gojit's channel. He's got that with captions of what that cop said. Rambo Rob. Yeah, I don't want to leave, Mr. Hemi Power. The next gathering is coming in Boynton Beach. on September 20-something, 26th or something. And then there's Daytona Beach Biketoberfest. So I'm making videos at the beginning of September for both, or not for both, for Boynton. So a couple more days, I think 3 more days. There's 28 days in this month. I can't remember. But anyway, I love all you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and that subscribe button. And open carry is completely lawful under 790.25, Section 3, Subsection H. Sully Eckerd. Deuces.